Alright, we are ready to head into the Moria Mine. This NPC will prevent entry until you get the permit. It is possible to come here before getting the permit, but you can't go past this first screen without it. And this NPC also warns you that you may need the 4 Great Spirits to progress. Okay, right off the bat, we get some new enemies. I am healing them with this sword. I'm gonna turn Cyclone back on. Clarth turning off Undine, turn back on Gnome. We'll just guard. These guys are running away from each other. Just clump up together so you die, please. Please. This one's on me. I forgot to put my halberd back on. Oh, Mint got a new spell. She learned Silence. I'll leave that on. Hopefully she uses it intelligently. Anyway. So I don't want her to try and silence an enemy that doesn't cast spells at all. That would be real frustrating. I guess we just use the Gungnir. It's only slightly worse than the Halberd. You could use the Strike Axe, but I'm a little worried about taking elemental damage to this dungeon, since the first encounter I had things that absorbed elemental damage. We'll try it out. So this stairway will do nothing for us right now. It's going to act as a shortcut to leave the dungeon later. That lever would have opened this door here. We're gonna have to trust that Clarth and Mint, or Clarth and Archie, take care of the left side. Or not. Split your DPS. It's fine. It's fine. I hate flying. I hate small flying enemies. I'm trying to corral them together, but... Oof. Doing sword rain with the axe was the wrong decision here. It has virtually no thrust damage. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, before we progress, let's cook something. Let's cook another tenderloin. Okay, I'm sure this is going to be important later. Let's see. The stairs past the corridor on the right lead to the 3rd floor down. Okay, so the right way is the correct way. Which means we go the wrong way. Let's try and push these guys back as much as possible. There's a statue that I can push and pull. I'm gonna push it on this switch. Aha! Flip the switch. It sounded like a door opened in the distance, but I don't know. More bats. Again, small flying enemies are just the actual worst. They're just really hard to corral in one direction or the other, because you knock them directly down rather than back. I need some of these enemies to drop orange gels. That humanoid enemy seems to be draining my health, which is not something I particularly enjoy. We're getting some decent money out of this, though, which is going to be good because we're going to go through a lot of orange gels. This is a pretty long-ish dungeon. So I believe that switch closes that door, so we don't want to go up there yet. Okay, so this on switch lets us float, which will probably let us float over the switches in front of the door. Not bats again. Now Archie's asleep. I can't even hit the bats. Come on, bat! Stop flying! Oh my god, they're just all on top of us now. I hate small flying enemies. I hate them. And Clarth, bless his heart, I put his AI to attack the furthest enemy away, and he's attacking the one enemy outside the group. That's all I really needed, is just one Cyclone, if I could just get them all together. But it was the hardest thing to do. What's to the right? Locked doors. Oh, let's ignore all other pathways. We have the solution to this puzzle. Getting these slimes together with the humanoid, again, hard. Okay, so at least two of them are dead. Alright, let's careful not to... Really? I was going to say, let's be careful not to step on the off switch, because it'll cause us to stop floating, but what did I do? I stepped on the off switch. Alright, let's try again. No switch. Through the door. Okay, we did a thing, guys. Congratulations. Ah, anything but the bats! No, now they're over on me! They're on top of me, which I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit, then turn around, and by that time they'll have flown even farther over me. All I want to do is just get all four of these guys together for a cyclone, and it's not possible. No! Stop it! No! Stop doing this! Fucking bats! Alright, step on the switch, through the door, to the other side. Bad statue. So I guess if we had come down here, we would have seen the doors closed, and we would have to go search and just barely see that that statue up above was on a switch. We pull it off, we open the door. So that whole convoluted mess of doorways, our path to the next floor should now be open, somehow. Not exactly the enemy I wanted you to hit, but I guess it's fine. I'm super happy that we still have Cyclone. From the very beginning, it's just been an absolute unit of a spell. Check my notepad real quick. Okay, so there's a new enemy that appears on this floor. Hopefully we encounter it. Okay, let's just ignore that for now. That's a sequence break. On some level, I do want to demonstrate how you're supposed to do these dungeons. The whole last floor, I just did the solution. But you're supposed to wander around, look at all these locked doors, and go, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then float across. For this one, I will demonstrate because it's short enough and painless enough. So you're supposed to talk to this adventurer, and he confirms that there is a path forward, but he doesn't know what to do. And obviously this torch is out of place. It's actually a lever. And opens up the secret passage, and we can go for it. No! Every time I see bats, it's just going to be a cry of anguish. Just give me like 10 boss battles in a row. I would prefer it over a single battle of bats. Ow! God damn it! I could have gotten 3 of them, but you had to just fly to the left. Get together! Fuck! Why are you running away? Man, that's a lot of cyclones I went through this fight. Actually ridiculous. I think maybe like Thunderblade would have been better if they're weak to... Okay. So, that puzzle, 2 people have to step on the switches at the same time. One of the adventurers just wanders around. You have to just wait for her to step on a switch. Alright, this sign. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Okay. Up, up. remind me we did up up. No! Jump! Get back together. Now I'm poisoned. Hold on. Down, down, left, right, left, right. Okay, that opened a door somewhere. I heard it. Sorry, I'm just doing some quality of life edits to my strategy guide, just in case I ever play this again in the future, which I probably will. I like this game. Okay, first of all, what does this do? So going up now will take us back to the first floor. And this is a shortcut out of the dungeon if we need it. So if we run out of orange gels, we can come back here and go back to the first floor. So, but going down the stairs here will lead to another locked door that we'll have to access later in the dungeon, so we go back up, around, and through this locked door. Now! Also, we never got the enemy I wanted to fight here. Oh well, it appears in later floors, but this is the first floor you can fight it. Just kind of wanted to fight it here. Ah, fucking bats! Oh my god, stop it! And Clarth is just burning all of his TP on just bats. And because they're flying, they have an easier chance of interrupting Archie. It's just not a good time. I just want them to stop appearing. Do I have to wait for that lizard to step on the thing? Oh no, I'm dumb. Statue, you're coming with me. Alright, let's head back down to the 5th floor. Now it's getting kind of dark. Ah, there's the new enemy. Mint, if you please. Cavemen are weak to wind, but that stupid bat made Archie fall asleep and now I can't do Cyclone. Oh my god, the other bat is fucking Archie over. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I hate bats. Wait, what am I doing? Celeste learned a new art a long time ago. Oh, Rising Phoenix. That's a fun one, but it's gonna be annoying as heck. So Rising Phoenix will launch you into the air like that, and then you do a downward slash. But you go so far into the air that you'll just go over most enemies. It's gonna be really annoying to level up, because I feel like I'm gonna miss a lot. It's really, really good for huge enemies. So they do a tutorial here because it's possible to get this far in the dungeon without having gone and get the other 3 elemental spirits, and therefore not having the sorcerer's ring. This is the point in the dungeon where you had to do those quests to progress. Alright, so that unlocked a door somewhere. No, number 4, where are you going? Also, Rising Phoenix tends to separate enemies like that, so it's... and I just missed everything here. It's bad for Cyclone, because you'll separate enemies and then Cyclone won't hit everybody. I'm gonna master it, but it's gonna take a little bit. Where's the door? There it is. Alright, we're at the 6th floor now. That means 1 more new enemy. 2 more new enemies. There's 1 more aside from this one. Rising Phoenix is also fire elemental, so that'll help sometimes. Fuck! Just everything's on me right now. Archie almost has enough TP to cast another Cyclone. They're still not dead. Put me over. Thank you. Mint actually used silence intelligently. I'm so proud of you. We get a Ruin Bottle. Nice. It's the most important thing there. Alright, firstly, let's get some cooking on. Now we have no more Ruin Bottles. Not Ruin Bottles, orange gels. Okay. Alright, so we got another technical ring. In the normal game, this is the first opportunity to get one. In the PlayStation remake, you get one off the bat. But it does mean that if you have a channeling ring on somebody and a technical ring, that person has access to manual mode as well when playing with 2 or more people. It's good for later in the game when you get another specific party member. That's a good group right there. Hopefully the left one dies here. Did not. He seems to resist my lightning elemental axe, so maybe it's time we switch to the Gungnir. So this circle will teleport me away if I try and get the chest. So we have to ignore it for now. There's some spikes up there. Oh no. Okay, so that's the enemy I was waiting for. We get an ogre. Well, that's a good cyclone. We're using so much TP, it's depressing. Alright, so battles are gonna start getting bad. So, in order to exit this room, all 3 statues must be on these switches, but moving this right statue from the wall reveals a lever, which will allow you to access this chest. That is not the ogre I wanted you to cyclone. Oh well. No, I'm stuck. No, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Get me out. There we go. Oh no. Oh no. This is the worst. Okay. Okay, these battles are without any orange gummies. They're gonna be something. The next shortcut out we're gonna take and we're gonna go heal, but no, this isn't gonna be good for us. The ogres just have the best faces, I think. They're so emotive. This is really my only option right now, is just do this forever. As soon as my side dies, we can normalize, but... Mint is finally getting something to do. There are plenty of battles where she just doesn't have to heal at all. Okay. That's a good cyclone. So I could be using a holy bottle to reduce the encounter rate, but I still do want the item drops and the gold. I don't really care about the experience points right now. I feel like we're strong enough to fight most bosses at this point in the game. But like the 1,000 gold we got from that, that was worth it. That was worth the frustration, but... Oh, okay. There's a save point. I could really use like a tent item or something. I could also use these upgraded gels, which... not super into. Alright, torch. Secret. And now we're at the next floor. Real quick, real easy. Alright, so we saw a sign earlier that said, take the path less traveled. There's a treasure chest right above us, but if we try to go to that chest, we will not get it. So what we do... Oh, here it is. We go around the square, or the rectangle, and we get the chest from behind. Is that a good enough cyclone? No, it's not. So here we are again. Once Archie gets enough TP for a cyclone, oh, they're in trouble. Alright, we didn't need it. Alright, we get the chest and then we get teleported out. Take the teleporter again. We're in a different room with another chest. Again, take the long way around. Get chest. Get out. And we repeat this several times. Definitely do not want ogres. Gnome is going to knock them back, and Cyclone's not going to hit everybody. Just going to be unfortunate. Unless Archie's smart. Archie was almost smart. I did set her AI to attack the farthest enemy, so it's on me. But really, she would either attack the farthest enemy or the nearest enemy. Unless I would have told her exactly who to target. Keep going around and get this chest. It's a Mystic Broom. Finally, an upgrade for Archie that I didn't have to buy. Significant physical attack power upgrade, but she doesn't really physically attack as much, so... Alright, so now we are in a new room. So we've got... It's kind of hard to tell what these are, but these are candlesticks. And the idea is just light all the candles and progress. Okay, so I'm holding Archie's spell until right now when they're all together. And I got the most out of it there. Okay, the door opens, and we head on through. Okay. Hopefully Mint gets a silence off. She does. That's an alright Cyclone. I approve. Mint, you need to silence a little bit more aggressively. I don't remember which way I was going. I think this way. Aha, more candles. Oh, but I can't reach it with my puny sorcerer's ring. And the pickaxe we bought way back near the start of the game we again have to use it. Alright, this cyclone should hit everybody. Still not enough to kill everybody, though. Good damage, though. Man, this dungeon is... it's something. Alright, that opened the door. We head on through. Now we're on floor 8. Ah! Well, game over. We gotta... do everything again. This time, if you examine the candle, there's just a switch on it, so you just go on through. Ooh, yeah, basilisk sharks. Weak to wind, which is going to be good for a cyclone. You gotta keep these cavemen at bay until Archie gets another cyclone. And oh man, we're gonna bring the damage then. That guy tried to turn me to stone. Alrighty. Now, as long as we do this jumping downward slash, we should be able to interrupt them forever. So I'm going to have Archie charge her Cyclone. Okay. So what I was going to do is I'm going to have Archie charge her Cyclone, but hold down the button, my shortcut button, so that she holds it and doesn't cast it and doesn't waste TP. Okay, so stepping on the switch doesn't appear to have changed anything. Obviously, those spikes are still there. If you look closely, some of the spikes look different. So there's some secret here. The trick is, if you just go back to the previous room, now there's a float switch. Alrighty, here we go. I'll try and knock all these guys close together. Almost there. That's about close enough. Alrighty. Hopefully we are doing pretty well on mastering Rising Phoenix. I'm always happy to see a rune bottle on the item drops. How many do we have? 6? Not bad. What the heck is Alagach incense? Is that a salable item? Yeah, okay. Alright, we are almost at a checkpoint where we can get out of here. Clarth is just being the human shield that he is. One of these days, these guys will die. That'll be a happy day. There we go. Alright. Oh, come on! At least these guys are pretty easy. Their magic doesn't actually do much. So I just have to knock them into a corner and then Cyclone to death. They don't have that much HP, so... all in all, I think this encounter is my favorite of the bunch. Although once I get behind them, it's really difficult to get over them again. Archie, I really need you not to go in front of me. I don't know what you're thinking with that. So I'm holding Archie's spell so that she doesn't waste the TP, because I have this guy dead to rights. At least I thought I did. He's got much more HP than I thought. There it goes. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, finally we are on the 9th floor. Oh boy. I feel like that's going to be a thing. Oh man, I just want a shortcut back to the entrance. Ooh, a Hellmaster. Ooh, this was one of the enemies in the Valley of the Sylphs, Valley of the Wind, that we couldn't kill because he had too much HP. But now that we're strong boys, can we kill it? Kinda? I feel like it's gonna take forever. Because he appears completely immune to my physical attacks. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna. I don't want to waste my upgraded gels. I feel like this guy just won't die otherwise. Somebody remind me, how much HP did he have? Oh. It's dead. I don't think that was worth it. Oh, this is not a good formation. That's not nice. Alright, so once again we find ourselves jumping in a corner. If it works, do it. If it ain't broke, keep doing it. Okay. So with this chest, we get the combo counter. And in the customize menu, we now have... Where is it? There it is. Combo counter on. So this will keep track of how many continuous hits we have on a single enemy. And the highest number of hits in a battle will award us extra experience points. There are ways to exploit this and gain a bajillion experience. I haven't looked them up. Oh no, that's... I'm gonna nope out of this one. Like, I'm not excited about fighting another Hellmaster when I don't have any TP, so I'm just gonna nope right out. It's going to be the first and hopefully only battle I run from. Okay, so now with the switch pressed, there's fire here. Yeah. More importantly, the stairs to the next floor are open. What the heck is that? Well, as much as I hate to, we gotta fight it. And the Hellmaster is gonna do a thing. Oh. He's giving us the censored middle finger. Mint. After you finish your spell, I'm gonna have you do it. Oh, Mint. I need you to silence the Hellmaster, please. And we have to. Oh, I don't want to use an elixir, but I'll use another melange gel. Come on. The spiders are just body blocking for him. He's summoning it again? Really? Okay. So now, even though I do no damage to him, I will interrupt his spellcasting. Alright, no more Hellmasters for us. We're done with them. Unless we get into a pincer attack, in which case, it's gonna... Oh, I forgot a thing. No! Stop it! No more Hellmasters. I don't have the TP for it. It's actually ridiculous. Like many Deuses. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Okay. Here's the plan. I'm going to go back to Alvanista, heal up, come back, and then we'll continue this the rest of the dungeon next time. I hate to end a dungeon halfway through, but man, this one's been going on for a while. I'll meet up next time. See ya.